Dear Heavenly Father, as the first light of dawn gently brushes against the horizon and the quiet whispers of the morning breeze dance upon the earth, I come before you with a heart laid bare, open, humble, yearning for your presence. The stillness of this sacred hour invites me into communion with you, the giver of life, the keeper of time, the one whose love knows no bounds. How wondrous are your mercies, O Lord! Renewed with each rising sun. The night has passed, and with it, all its worries, its burdens, its uncertainties. In the hush of this early morning, before the world stirs to life, I bask in the peace that only you can give. It is in this sacred stillness that I am reminded, you are here. You have never left, and you never will. Lord, I lift my heart in gratitude, for you have seen me through another night. Even as I slumbered, you watched over me, your hand shielded me, your love enveloped me, your grace sustained me. I do not awaken by my own strength, nor do I take a single breath apart from your will. Every heartbeat, every moment is a gift, and I bow in awe of your unending faithfulness. Thank you, Lord, for the dawn's soft light, for the gentle hum of a world awakening, for the golden hues that paint the sky, reminders that you are an artist of infinite beauty, that your creation sings of your glory. Thank you for the birds that lift their voices in praise before the first rays of sunlight kiss the earth, teaching me that worship must be my first instinct, my first thought, my first desire each morning. Thank you for the gift of life, for the days behind me, filled with lessons, joys, and even sorrows that have shaped me. Thank you for the present moment, where your presence is tangible, where I can meet you in the quiet of this sacred hour. Thank you for the days ahead, unknown and uncertain, yet held securely in your hands. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and in you, my soul finds rest. But Lord, even as I lift my voice in gratitude, I come also in need of your mercy. I am but dust, prone to wander, prone to forget the depths of your love. My heart, though it longs for you, is weighed down by my shortcomings, my failings, my imperfections. So I come, not in my own righteousness, but in the righteousness of Christ, seeking the forgiveness that only you can bestow. Forgive me, Father, for the moments when I have chosen self over surrender, pride over humility, fear over faith. Forgive me for the words I have spoken in haste, the thoughts I have entertained in silence, the actions I have taken that have grieved your spirit. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Wash me clean, O Lord, and let this morning be a new beginning. Let the past remain where it belongs, in your hands. Covered by your grace, redeemed by your mercy, let me rise with renewed strength, with a heart purified, with a spirit refreshed, ready to walk the path you have set before me. Father, I seek your guidance today, for I dare not walk this journey alone. The road is uncertain, the burdens are heavy, and my own understanding is limited. But you, O Lord, are my shepherd, and I trust in your leading. Order my steps, that I may walk in alignment with your will. Give me wisdom beyond my years, clarity in moments of confusion, discernment in decisions both great and small. Lead me, Lord, in paths of righteousness. Let my words be seasoned with grace, my actions reflect your love, my thoughts be captive to Christ. When challenges arise, may I not lean on my own strength but on yours, knowing that your power is made perfect in my weakness. When temptation beckons, grant me the resolve to turn away and cling to what is holy. When uncertainty looms, remind me that you go before me, that you are the lamp unto my feet, the light unto my path. Lord, as I step into this new day, clothe me in your love. Let it be the garment I wear, the fragrance I carry, the language I speak. Let it govern my thoughts, shape my attitudes, and overflow in my interactions. Teach me to love as you love, unconditionally, sacrificially, without expectation. Let my love be patient and kind, slow to anger, quick to forgive, steadfast even in the face of rejection. Let it be a love that mirrors yours, a love that brings healing, restoration, and hope. Father, strengthen me in the depths of my soul. The journey ahead is long, and without you, I am weak, but in you, I find the strength to rise, to endure, to press on. When trials come, let me not waver. When storms rage, be my anchor. When doubt whispers, let your truth speak louder. When weariness sets in, be the wellspring of my endurance. Fill me with unwavering hope, Lord, the kind of hope that does not fade with circumstance, that does not falter in adversity, that does not depend on what is seen but on what is eternal. Let my hope be rooted in you, in the promise that you are working all things for good, that no tear is wasted, that no pain is purposeless, that no season is in vain. Let my hope be a beacon in a world desperate for light, a testament to the unshakable faithfulness of my God and Father. I pray for your abundant blessings, not merely for myself but for those around me. Bless my family, my friends, my neighbors. Bless the stranger, the weary soul, the broken-hearted. Pour out your mercy on the lost, your healing on the afflicted, your provision on the needy. Let my life be a vessel through which your blessings flow. Make me an instrument of your peace, a messenger of your love, a reflection of your goodness. Lord, as the world awakens to the promise of a new day, let my soul awaken to the wonder of who you are. Let my heart be steadfast, my spirit be surrendered, my life be a living sacrifice. For you are holy, you are sovereign, you are my refuge, my portion, my song. In this quiet hour, in this sacred stillness, I rest in you. In the quiet hush of this sacred morning, my heart continues to pour forth before you, drawn ever deeper into the vastness of your presence. The world is still stirring. The sun has barely begun to ascend its path. And yet, within me, a longing rises, a yearning for more of you, for the depth of your embrace, for the fullness of your truth to dwell richly in my soul. O Lord, how vast and unsearchable is your wisdom! How magnificent are the works of your hands! The heavens proclaim your majesty. The earth trembles at your voice. And yet, you incline your ear to me, frail, small, undeserving. Who am I, O God, that you should be mindful of me? That you should hear the whisper of my soul and call me by name? That you, the author of eternity, should welcome me into communion with you? Yet this is the mystery of your love, the unfathomable depth of your grace, that you do not measure me by my failures, that you do not count my inadequacies against me, that you do not turn away even when I falter. You, O Lord, are my dwelling place, my safe refuge, my hiding place in the storm. When I am weak, you strengthen me. When I am weary, you uphold me. When I am lost, you find me. When I am broken, you restore me. And so, Father, in this moment, I surrender anew. I release my striving, my burdens, my fears into your hands. I lay down every weight, every anxious thought, every hidden sorrow, knowing that you are more than able. You are the burden bearer, the lifter of my head, the one who calls me to stillness in the midst of the raging seas. Take my heart, O Lord, and mold it into something that pleases you. Shape my thoughts so that they may align with yours. Tune my ears to hear the whispers of your Spirit. Open my eyes to see the unseen, to perceive the hand of your providence in the details of my life. Teach me to walk by faith and not by sight, to trust in your perfect timing, to rest in the knowledge that you are always at work, even when I cannot yet perceive it. O Lord, how often I have doubted, how often I have wavered when the path before me grew uncertain. But you have never failed me. Not once, not in my darkest night, not in my weakest hour, not in my most desperate cries. You have been my rock, my fortress, my shield against the arrows of despair. And so I choose, this morning and every morning, to anchor my soul in the immovable truth of who you are. For you are the God who sees. You are the God who hears. You are the God who knows the depths of my being and loves me still. Before I spoke a word, you knew my thoughts. Before I took a step, you had already gone before me. Before I lifted my hands in prayer, you had already prepared the answers. What comfort it is to rest in the certainty of your sovereignty. Lord, in the stillness of this morning, I ask for a fresh anointing of your presence. Let the oil of your Spirit be poured over me, saturating every part of my being. Fill me, Lord, with a hunger for your righteousness, with an insatiable thirst for your truth. Let my heart burn with a passion for your kingdom, that I may never grow complacent, that I may never settle for a faith that is lukewarm. Set a fire within me, O God, one that cannot be quenched by the distractions of this world, one that cannot be dimmed by the trials of life. Make me a vessel of your light, a bearer of your glory, a reflection of your holiness. Let my life be a living testimony to your power, a song of praise that never ceases, a declaration of your goodness to all who cross my path. And Father, as I seek to walk in your ways, teach me what it means to love as you love, not with words alone, but with action, not with conditions, but with a heart that mirrors yours. Let my love be patient, even when faced with impatience. Let it be kind, even in the presence of cruelty. Let it be unwavering, even when it is not returned. Let it be bold, even when fear would bid me remain silent. O Lord, how often have I failed to love rightly? How often have I let pride build walls where bridges were needed? How often have I withheld forgiveness when you have so freely forgiven me? But no more. This day, this moment, I choose the path of love. I choose to release every bitterness, every grudge, every wound that I have held onto. I choose to walk in the freedom that comes from laying every offense at your feet. For you have loved me with an everlasting love. You have pursued me with a relentless grace. You have called me by name, not as a servant, but as a child. And if I am to bear your image, if I am to be your hands and feet in this world, then I must love as you have loved. So, Lord, expand my heart, stretch my capacity for compassion, open my arms to embrace the unlovable, to see the overlooked, to minister to the broken. Let my words bring life. Let my actions bring healing. Let my presence be a reflection of yours. And when I grow weary, remind me that it is not my love that sustains me, but yours. Father, even as I pray for myself, I lift up those who are weary this morning, those who awaken to burdens they feel too heavy to bear, those whose hearts are weighed down by grief, those who feel unseen, unnoticed, unloved. O Lord, be near to them. Whisper your peace into their souls. Surround them with the assurance that they are never alone, that their pain is not forgotten, that their cries have reached your ears. Pour out your mercy on the brokenhearted. Comfort those who mourn. Bind up the wounds of the afflicted. Heal the sick. Restore the weary. Strengthen the weak. Let those who have wandered far feel the gentle pull of your grace drawing them home. Let those who sit in darkness see the light of your truth shining upon them. And for those who are waiting for answers, for direction, for breakthrough, grant them patience in the waiting. Teach them to trust in your perfect timing, to rest in the assurance that you are never late, that your plans are unfolding precisely as they should. Give them peace in the in-between, faith in the silence, and hope in the unseen. Lord, you are the God of abundance. There is no lack in you, no shortage of mercy, no limit to your provision, no scarcity of grace. So I ask boldly this morning, pour out your blessings in overflowing measure. Let your favor rest upon your people. Open the storehouses of heaven and rain down provision, not only in material needs but in the riches of your Spirit. Bless the work of our hands. that it may be fruitful and pleasing to you. Bless our homes, that they may be sanctuaries of peace. Bless our minds, that they may be steadfast and fixed on what is pure. Bless our children, that they may walk in the light of your truth. Bless our relationships, that they may be reflections of your love. And most of all, bless us with more of you, more of your presence, more of your wisdom, more of your transforming power. For without you, we are nothing. Without you, all is in vain. So take this day, Lord, take every moment, every breath, every heartbeat, make it yours. Let it be an offering, a fragrance of worship rising to your throne. Let it be lived in surrender, in trust, in ceaseless adoration of the one who is, who was, and who is to come. And as the sun rises higher in the sky, as the day unfolds before me, let my heart remain steadfast in this sacred communion with you, unshaken, undivided, wholly yours. Father, as the golden light of dawn spills over the horizon, and the hush of morning lingers like a sacred breath upon the earth, my soul remains in stillness before you. This moment, untouched by the noise of the day, is a holy offering, an altar where I lay down all that I am, all that I carry, all that I long to surrender into your hands. You, O Lord, are the keeper of my soul, the one who fashions my days and numbers my steps. You are the first whisper in the morning breeze, the steadying presence that lingers even when my heart wavers. You are the source from which my strength flows, the wellspring of life that sustains me when I am weary. In the quiet, before the world stirs, before responsibilities press in, I am reminded that you are my beginning, my center, my constant. This morning, O God, I seek you, not merely for what you can give, but for who you are. For your presence is my portion, and your love is the greatest treasure of my soul. I come not with hurried petitions, but with a heart that longs to abide, to dwell in the fullness of your grace, to rest in the unshakable refuge of your embrace. O Lord, my heart is a field that longs for your rain. Let your Spirit fall upon me like the dew of morning, saturating the dry places, awakening new life where there was once barrenness. Let your presence be like the sunlight upon my soul, chasing away every shadow, warming the depths of my being with the light of your truth. Father, I surrender the burdens I have carried, the anxieties that have weighed upon my heart. I release the worries of yesterday, the uncertainties of tomorrow, and the striving of today. For I am not called to carry what you have already borne. You are the burden bearer, the one who invites me to come, to lay my heaviness at your feet, to take up your yoke, which is easy, and your burden, which is light. Teach me, O God, to live in this surrender, not just in moments of prayer, but in every breath, every step, every decision. Let my trust in you be unwavering, not shaken by the winds of circumstance, not diminished by the trials that press against me. For you are faithful, and your faithfulness is my firm foundation. Lord, as I step into this new day, clothe me in humility. Let my heart be bowed low before you, that I may walk in the posture of a servant, quick to listen, slow to speak, eager to love. Strip away the pride that would seek to elevate itself, the selfish ambition that would cloud my vision. Let my only aim be to glorify you, to reflect your love, to live as one who bears the mark of your grace. Grant me eyes to see, O God, not just the visible, but the unseen. Let me perceive the divine orchestration of your hand in the details of my life. Let me recognize your fingerprints in the ordinary, in the moments so easily overlooked. Let my heart be attuned to the whispers of your Spirit, that I may not miss the divine invitations you place before me. O Lord, make me a vessel of your peace. Where there is discord, let me bring unity. Where there is brokenness, let me carry healing. Where there is despair, let me be a beacon of hope. Let my words be laced with grace, my actions be marked by kindness, my presence be a testimony of your love. Father, I lift before you those who are weary this morning, those who wake with heavy hearts, with burdens too great to bear alone. Be near to them, O Lord. Whisper your peace into their unrest. Let them feel the nearness of your presence, the comforting weight of your hand upon their shoulders. For you are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who meets us in the depths of our sorrow and lifts us into the light of your love. For the broken-hearted, be their healing. For the anxious, be their calm. For the lonely, be their closest companion. For the weak, be their strength. For the lost, be the gentle voice that calls them home. O Lord, let my life be an extension of your mercy. Let my hands be open, never clenched in selfishness. Let my feet move toward those in need, never retreating in indifference. Let my words be seasoned with grace, never laced with harshness. Let my love be patient, never conditional. Father, I ask not for earthly riches, nor for fleeting successes. Instead, I ask for a heart that beats in rhythm with yours. I ask for wisdom to discern what is eternal, for courage to walk the narrow way, for faith that does not waver in the face of uncertainty. And Lord, I ask for a spirit of perseverance, for there will be trials. There will be moments when the path ahead is obscured, when the journey feels long, when weariness presses against my resolve. In those moments, O God, be my endurance, be my steady ground, my unwavering anchor, my unshakable hope. Let my faith not be dependent on circumstances but rooted in the immovable truth of who you are. You, O Lord, are my portion. You are enough, more than enough, in the abundance of blessing, in the scarcity of provision, in the joy of triumph, in the pain of suffering. You are constant. You are faithful. You are God, and I will trust you. Father, let this day be an offering. Let every moment be lived in worship. Every task be done unto you. Every word be spoken in love. Let my life be a song that glorifies you, a melody that echoes your goodness, a harmony that testifies of your grace. O Lord, my soul remains before you, drawn ever deeper into this sacred communion. For this is where I am home, in your presence, in the shelter of your love, in the certainty of your embrace. Let my heart remain here, ever attuned to the rhythm of your voice, ever surrendered to the beauty of your will, ever alive in the joy of your nearness. Father, in the stillness of this morning, my soul lingers before you, wrapped in the quiet hush of your presence. The dawn is unfolding, the sky painted in soft hues of gold and rose. And yet my heart is captivated not by the beauty of the world around me, but by the wonder of you, unchanging, unwavering, ever near. You are the breath that fills my lungs, the rhythm that sustains my heartbeat, the light that guides my every step. Without you, I am but dust, a fleeting vapor in the wind. But in you, I find my purpose, my identity, my belonging. You, O Lord, are the beginning and the end, the one who calls forth light from the darkness, who speaks life into the void, who holds all things together by the power of your word. This morning, O God, I come not merely with words, but with my whole being laid bare before you. I come with gratitude that swells within me like an overflowing river, with praise that rises from the depths of my spirit like incense before your throne. For you alone are worthy, worthy of every breath, every thought, every act of devotion. I thank you, Lord, for this day, a gift freely given, another opportunity to walk in the fullness of your grace. I do not know what it holds, nor what challenges may come, but this I know: you are already here. You have gone before me, and you walk beside me. I do not tread this path alone. Thank you for the mercy that has covered my past, for the grace that sustains my present, and for the hope that anchors my future. Thank you for the unseen battles you have fought on my behalf, for the doors you have opened and those you have closed, for the trials that have refined me and the blessings that have strengthened me. Thank you for your love, Lord, a love that does not waver with my failures, A love that does not diminish with my doubts. A love so vast, so relentless, so beyond comprehension that you gave all of yourself, withholding nothing, pouring out even the last drop of mercy so that I might stand before you. Redeemed, restored, made whole. And yet, Lord, even in the light of such love, how often I have strayed, how often my heart has been divided, my affections misplaced, my trust faltering in the face of uncertainty. Forgive me, O God, for the moments when I have sought fulfillment outside of you, when I have clung to my own understanding rather than resting in your wisdom. Forgive me for the words left unspoken in love, for the kindness withheld in selfishness, for the moments when impatience took root where grace should have flourished. Forgive me for the distractions that have stolen my attention, for the doubts that have silenced my prayers, for the times I have settled for lesser things when you have called me to greater. Wash me clean, O Lord, purify my heart, renew my mind, restore my soul, strip away every false security, every idol I have unknowingly built, every chain that binds me to the things of this world. Let my only desire be for you. Let my only pursuit be to know you more. Teach me, Father, to walk in the way everlasting. Lead me in paths of righteousness, not for my own sake, but for the glory of your name. Align my steps with your will, that I may not veer to the right or to the left, but remain steadfast upon the path you have set before me. Fill me, Lord, with a hunger for your truth, a thirst that cannot be quenched by anything less than the depths of your word. Let my soul be satisfied not with fleeting pleasures, but with the eternal riches found in you. Let my joy be rooted not in circumstance, but in the unshakable reality of your presence. O God, strengthen me for the road ahead, for I know that this journey is not without its trials, its hardships, its moments of uncertainty, but let my heart not grow weary in the waiting, nor my faith falter in the fire. When the weight of the world presses against me, remind me that your grace is sufficient. When fear whispers its lies, remind me that you are my refuge. When doubt seeks to take root, remind me that you have never failed. Let my life be an offering, Lord, poured out in service, in sacrifice, in steadfast love. Let my hands be open, always ready to give. Let my heart be tender, always ready to receive. Let my words be life-giving, always reflecting the kindness you have shown me. And Lord, in the quiet spaces of this morning, I lift up those who are weary, those whose hearts are heavy, whose spirits are burdened, whose hope feels distant. Be near to them, O God. Speak peace into their storms, light into their darkness, comfort into their sorrow. Remind them that they are not forgotten, that they are not unseen, that their cries have reached the ears of a God who listens, a Father who cares, a Savior who redeems. For the broken-hearted, be their healing. For the restless, be their calm. For the lonely, be their closest friend. For the searching, be the answer they long for. Let those who are bound find freedom. Those who are lost find their way home. Those who are weary find rest in the shadow of your wings. Father, let today be a day of renewal. Let it be a day where hearts are turned back to you, where love is rekindled, where faith is restored. Let today be a day of divine appointments, where grace meets need, where mercy triumphs over judgment, where your glory is revealed in the lives of those who seek you. Let my eyes be open to the beauty of the ordinary, to the holiness found in the simple moments, a child's laughter, the warmth of the sun on my face, the quiet assurance that you are near. Let my heart be sensitive to the needs around me, that I may not pass by an opportunity to show love, to offer encouragement, to be the hands and feet of Christ in a world so desperate for your touch. And Lord, let my faith not be a fleeting emotion, but a firm foundation. Let it not be swayed by circumstance, but anchored in the eternal. Let it not be merely spoken, but lived out in every thought, every action, every choice. You are my strength. O God, you are my song. You are my refuge, my Redeemer, my reason for hope, and in you, I find all that I need. So I step into this day with confidence, not in my own abilities, but in the certainty that you go before me. I step forward not with fear, but with faith. I move ahead not with hesitation, but with the boldness that comes from knowing that the God of all creation walks beside me. And in this truth, in this unshakable reality, my soul finds rest, my heart is at peace, my spirit is renewed, for you are here, and you are enough. Dear Heavenly Father, you are here, in the silence that precedes the rising sun, in the breath that fills my lungs, in the gentle stirring of my soul, you are here. This truth alone is enough to sustain me, to quiet my restless heart, to remind me that I am not alone. O Lord, as the world awakens, I remain in the quiet of your presence, letting my heart rest in the stillness, letting my soul be drawn deeper into communion with you. The hours of the day stretch before me, unwritten and unknown, yet I do not fear them, for I know that you have already gone before me. You have walked this path before my feet ever touched it. You have ordained my steps before I ever took a breath. And so, Lord, I surrender to you, not just the moments that I have carefully planned, but even those that are yet to unfold. I surrender the interruptions, the unexpected detours, the challenges that will test my patience and my faith. I surrender the burdens I have carried, the worries that have lingered in the back of my mind, the fears that have whispered doubt into my spirit. I place them at your feet, O God, and I choose to trust. Trust that you are sovereign. Trust that you are good. Trust that your plans for me far exceed my own. Lord, teach me to walk in step with you today. Teach me to move at the pace of grace, neither rushing ahead in impatience nor lagging behind in hesitation. Teach me to discern your voice amid the noise of the world, to recognize the gentle nudges of your Spirit, to heed the quiet invitations to draw closer. Father, as I seek you, let my heart be a wellspring of gratitude. Let thanksgiving rise within me, not merely for the blessings I can see, but even for the ones I cannot yet understand. For I know that even in the waiting, even in the trials, even in the moments when I cannot trace your hand, you are still working. Thank you, Lord, for the breath that fills my lungs, for the strength that carries me forward, for the grace that sustains me in my weakness. Thank you for the unseen battles you have already won on my behalf, for the doors you have closed to protect me from what I did not see, for the divine delays that were, in reality, your perfect timing. Thank you for the people you have placed in my life, the ones who encourage me, challenge me, refine me, remind me of your love. Thank you for the opportunities that lie ahead, the ways in which you will use me today, the moments that will become testimonies of your faithfulness. And Lord, even as I thank you, I ask for a heart that remains tender, one that does not grow calloused in the face of hardship, one that does not retreat in fear when confronted with difficulty. I ask for faith that stands firm, that does not waver in uncertainty, that does not shrink back when tested. For I know that trials will come. I know that not every day will be easy, that not every prayer will be answered in the way I desire, that not every path will be smooth. But I also know this: you are faithful. You do not change. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever. And because of this, I can rest. So let my heart not be troubled. O Lord, let me not be anxious for what is to come. Instead, let my soul be anchored in the assurance that you hold all things together, that nothing escapes your sight, that nothing is beyond your power, that nothing can separate me from your love. Father, I pray not only for myself but for those around me, those who rise this morning with heavy hearts, those who carry burdens too great to bear alone. Be near to them, Lord. Draw close to the brokenhearted. Whisper peace into their unrest. Let them feel the weight of your presence, the strength of your embrace, the hope that only you can give. For the weary, be their rest. For the hurting, be their healer. For the searching, be their answer. For the doubting, be their certainty. O Lord, let your love be evident today, in the way the sun rises, in the laughter of children, in the kindness of strangers, in the gentle reassurances of your Spirit. Let your mercy be known in the moments of stillness, in the unexpected joys, in the quiet reminders that you are near. And let me be an extension of that love. Let my words bring encouragement. Let my actions reflect grace. Let my presence be a reminder of the kindness you have shown me. Let me not merely speak of your goodness but live it out in every interaction. In every opportunity, in every moment, make me mindful of those who need a word of hope, a gesture of kindness, a listening ear. Let me not be so consumed by my own plans that I miss the divine appointments you have set before me. Let me not be so distracted by my own needs that I fail to meet the needs of another. Father, I do not ask for a day free of difficulty, but for a heart steadfast in the midst of it. I do not ask for a path without obstacles, but for the strength to walk it with unwavering faith. I do not ask for a life absent of trials, but for the assurance that, no matter what comes, you are with me, for you are my refuge, my shelter, my stronghold. You are the anchor that holds me steady, the light that guides me home. You are the source of my joy, the reason for my hope, the foundation of my faith. And in you, I lack nothing. So let this day be lived in worship. Let every thought, every word, every action be an offering unto you. Let my life be a song of praise, a melody of gratitude, a reflection of the love that has redeemed me. Let me walk in the confidence of your promises. Let me rest in the assurance of your presence. Let me move in the boldness of one who is fully known and fully loved. And as the hours pass, as the world moves and shifts around me, let my heart remain steadfast in this sacred communion, rooted in you, held by you, sustained by you. For you, O Lord, are my dwelling place, now and forever. Father, you are the keeper of my heart, the guardian of my soul, the one who never slumbers nor sleeps. In the quiet unfolding of this new day, I remain before you, my spirit open, my heart surrendered, my mind attuned to the whispers of your presence. Lord, as I step into this day, let my first thought be of you. Before I turn to the concerns of the world, before I reach for my plans and responsibilities, let my soul rest in the truth that you are here. You have gone before me, preparing the way. You walk beside me, my ever-present help. You are my rearguard, securing my path. I have nothing to fear, for I am held in the embrace of a love that will never fail. O God, how often I forget that you are the one who sustains me. How easily my heart drifts into self-reliance, attempting to bear burdens you never intended for me to carry alone. But in this sacred morning hour, I release it all. I place every worry, every uncertainty, every unspoken longing into your hands. For you are faithful, and you have proven time and again that you are more than enough. Teach me, Lord, to trust you more, not just in the moments that are easy, not just when I see the path clearly before me, but in the places where doubt lingers, where questions remain unanswered, where the way forward is shrouded in mist. Let my faith not waver with circumstance, but be anchored in the certainty of your unchanging nature. You are my refuge, O Lord, when the storms of life rage, when fear rises like a flood, when uncertainty threatens to shake my resolve. Remind me that I am safe in you, that no wave can overwhelm me, no darkness can consume me, no trial can separate me from your love. You are my shelter, my strong tower, my unshakable foundation. Father, as I journey through this day, align my heart with yours. Let my desires be shaped by your will, my thoughts be governed by your truth, my actions be a reflection of your love. Give me eyes that see as you see, eyes that recognize the needs of those around me. that perceive the beauty of your handiwork in even the smallest details. Let my words be seasoned with grace. O Lord, let my speech bring life, not harm, encouragement, not discouragement, healing, not wounds. Guard my tongue, that I may not speak in haste, that I may not let frustration dictate my response. Let my conversations today be filled with kindness, patience, and wisdom, pointing others to the goodness of your heart. And Father, in the busyness of this day, do not let me miss you. Let me not be so consumed with tasks and responsibilities that I forget the one who gives meaning to it all. Teach me to pause, to breathe, to recognize the sacred in the ordinary, to find you in the laughter of a friend, in the kindness of a stranger, in the quiet moments where your presence whispers peace. O Lord, strengthen my hands for the work you have set before me. Let me labor not for my own gain, not for fleeting recognition, but for your glory alone. Let me work with diligence, with excellence, with a heart that seeks to serve rather than to be served. And when weariness sets in, when the weight of the day presses against me, let me remember that my strength is found not in my own abilities, but in the one who sustains me. Fill me with your Spirit. O God, let your power flow through me, enabling me to do what I could never do on my own. Let your wisdom guide my decisions. Let your peace guard my heart. Let your love be the force that compels me forward. Lord, I lift up those who are in need today, those who are hurting, those who are struggling, those who feel forgotten. You see them, Father. You know their pain, their burdens, their silent cries. Draw near to them. Let them feel the nearness of your presence, the tenderness of your love. Be their comfort, their provider, their source of unshakable hope. For those who are grieving, be their solace. For those who are anxious, be their calm. For those who are weary, be their strength. For those who are searching, be their answer. Let today be a day of renewal, a day of restoration, a day of divine encounters with your grace. Let hearts be softened. Let lives be changed. Let your presence be made known in ways both great and small. O Lord, I do not know what this day will hold, but this I do know: you are with me, and that is enough, more than enough. So I move forward with confidence, not in my own abilities, but in the certainty of your faithfulness. I step into the unknown with boldness, for you go before me. I embrace the challenges ahead with courage, for I do not face them alone. And above all, Lord, let my life today be a reflection of you. Let every word, every action, every thought bear witness to the goodness of my God. Let me be a light in the darkness, a beacon of love in a world desperate for hope. For you are worthy, O Lord, worthy of my praise, worthy of my trust, worthy of my whole heart. And so, as the sun rises and the world awakens, I lift my hands in surrender, my voice in worship, my heart in unwavering devotion. You are my God, you are my everything, and in you, I am home. Father, as the morning unfolds before me, my soul remains in awe of you. The vastness of your presence, the gentleness of your love, the depth of your wisdom, each are beyond my full understanding. Yet I am drawn ever deeper into the beauty of who you are. You are my refuge, my stronghold, my everlasting peace. In you, I find rest for my weary soul, courage for the road ahead, and joy that surpasses understanding. Father, let my heart remain steadfast in you today. Do not let my mind wander into anxieties that do not belong to me, nor allow my soul to be burdened by fears of the unknown. You are the author of my days, the one who weaves together the fabric of my life with infinite precision and care. I do not need to see every step ahead, for I trust the one who guides me. Let that truth be my anchor, my foundation, my unshakable certainty in a world that so often feels uncertain. Lord, how often I rush through my days, missing the evidence of your hand at work around me. Slow me down, O God, Teach me to walk at the pace of your grace, to be fully present in the moments you have ordained. Let me not overlook the small miracles, the breath in my lungs, the kindness of a friend, the warmth of the sun upon my face. Each is a gift, a reminder that you are near, that your love is woven into the details of my life. Give me, Lord, a heart that is sensitive to your spirit, that I may hear your voice amid the noise of the world. Let me not be so consumed with my own plans that I miss the divine appointments you have set before me. Let me recognize the opportunities to extend grace, to offer kindness, to speak truth and love. Let me not be so focused on my own desires that I fail to see the needs of those around me. Father, I ask for wisdom today, the wisdom to know when to speak and when to be silent, when to act and when to wait. Your ways are higher than mine, your thoughts beyond my comprehension. I do not want to lean on my own understanding, for it is limited and flawed. Instead, I surrender to your infinite wisdom, trusting that you will lead me in the way everlasting. O Lord, let my faith not be shaken when trials arise. Let me not be like the waves of the sea, tossed to and fro by circumstances beyond my control. Let me stand firm, rooted in the truth of your word, unmovable in the face of adversity. For you are my foundation, the rock upon which I build my life. No storm can uproot me when I am anchored in you. Father, I lift up those who are struggling today, those whose hearts are heavy, whose burdens are great, whose hope feels distant. Be their refuge, O Lord. Be the comfort they seek, the peace they long for, the strength they so desperately need. Let them feel your presence surrounding them, upholding them, carrying them through the trials they face. For those who are grieving, bring healing. For those who are anxious, bring calm. For those who are weary, bring renewal. For those who are lost, bring direction. Let today be a day of divine encounter, where the broken find restoration, the searching find answers, and the weary find rest. Move in the unseen places, O God. Work in ways beyond what I can comprehend. Let your will be done, not just in my life, but in the lives of all who call upon your name. And Lord, I ask that you would shape my character to reflect more of you. Let my patience be greater than my frustration. Let my kindness outweigh my pride. Let my love be stronger than my selfishness. Mold me, refine me, make me more like Christ in every thought, every action, every response. Teach me to love with a love that is patient and kind, a love that does not envy or boast, a love that does not keep a record of wrongs. Let me be slow to anger, quick to forgive, eager to extend grace. Let my life be a reflection of your love, a testimony of the mercy you have shown me. And Father, help me to be a light in the lives of those around me. Let my words bring encouragement, not discouragement. Let my actions reflect compassion, not indifference. Let my presence bring peace, not division. Use me, Lord, as an instrument of your grace, a vessel through which your love flows. For you have called me to be more than a bystander in this world. You have placed me here, in this moment, for a purpose. Let me not waste the opportunities before me. Let me live with intention, with purpose, with a heart fully devoted to you. And when the day comes to a close, let me look back not with regret, but with gratitude. Let me see the ways you have moved, the ways you have provided, the ways you have worked in the midst of the ordinary. Let me rest in the assurance that I have walked in step with you, that I have lived this day for your glory, that I have loved well, served faithfully, and trusted completely. For you are worthy, O Lord, worthy of my praise, my trust, my devotion. You are my source, my sustainer, my everything, and in you, I am whole. Father, you are my dwelling place, the one in whom my soul finds rest. In this quiet moment, as the morning unfolds and the world awakens, I remain here in the sanctuary of your presence. Before the demands of the day press in, before distractions pull me in 1,000 directions, I choose to linger in the stillness, to abide in the nearness of you. Lord, I do not want to move ahead of you today, nor do I want to lag behind. I long to walk in step with you, to move at the rhythm of your grace, to live in complete surrender to your will. Teach me what it means to abide, to rest in your presence not only in the quiet of morning prayer but in every moment of my day. Let my heart be continually aware of you. O God, let my thoughts be anchored in truth, my spirit be sensitive to your voice, my soul be attuned to the gentle leading of your Spirit. Let me not rush past the moments you have ordained for me, nor take lightly the divine appointments you set before me. You are my source, Lord. My strength does not come from my own abilities but from your boundless power. My wisdom does not come from my own understanding but from your infinite knowledge. My peace is not found in circumstances but in the certainty of your presence. So today, I will not rely on my own strength. I will not lean on my own understanding. I will not chase after fleeting security. I will fix my eyes on you, the author and perfecter of my faith, the one who sustains me with a love that knows no end. O Lord, let today be a day of purpose. Let it not be wasted on trivial pursuits, on selfish ambitions, on things that do not matter in the light of eternity. Let me invest my time, my energy, my resources in what brings glory to you. Let me love well, serve faithfully, and give generously. Let me see the world through your eyes. O God, open my heart to the needs of those around me. Let me not pass by the one who is hurting, the one who is struggling, the one who is longing for hope. Let me be an extension of your love, a vessel of your grace, a reflection of your compassion. Make me an instrument of peace. Lord, where there is discord, let me be a voice of reconciliation. Where there is brokenness, let me bring healing. Where there is despair, let me offer hope. Where there is darkness, let me shine the light of your truth. Father, I do not want to live passively. I do not want to go through the motions of faith without truly knowing you, without truly seeking you, without truly walking in the fullness of what you have called me to be. Ignite a fire within me, O God, a fire that burns with passion for your kingdom, that is not easily extinguished by trials or distractions. Let my faith be unwavering, my devotion be steadfast, my love for you be the driving force behind all that I do. Strip away anything that competes for my attention, anything that dulls my hunger for you, anything that pulls my heart away from what matters most. O Lord, I surrender all to you. My plans, my desires, my ambitions, I lay them at your feet. If they are not aligned with your will, let them fall away. Replace them with dreams that reflect your heart, with purposes that bring glory to your name, with desires that lead me closer to you. For you alone are my desire, my highest pursuit, my greatest treasure. Nothing in this world can compare to the joy of knowing you, to the peace of walking in obedience to your will, to the fulfillment of living in the center of your purpose for my life. So let today be lived in surrender. Let my hands be open, ready to receive what you give and willing to release what you take away. Let my heart be undivided, wholly devoted to you, undistracted by the fleeting cares of this world. Lord, as I move through this day, let me be mindful of my words. Let my speech be filled with grace, seasoned with wisdom, reflecting the kindness and patience that you have shown me. Let me not speak in haste, nor allow frustration to dictate my tone. Let my words bring encouragement, not harm, healing, not division, truth, not deception. Guard my heart, O God, against bitterness, against resentment, against anything that would harden me to the needs of others. Let me not grow weary in doing good, nor lose sight of the impact that even the smallest acts of kindness can have. Father, I pray for those who are burdened today, those who wake with heavy hearts, those who carry silent struggles, those who feel unseen and forgotten. Be near to them, O Lord. Let them know that they are not alone. that they are deeply loved, that their pain has not gone unnoticed by you. For those facing uncertainty, be their clarity. For those wrestling with doubt, be their assurance. For those grieving loss, be their comfort. For those who feel lost, be their guide. O Lord, let today be a day of divine encounters. Let chains be broken. Let strongholds be torn down. Let lives be transformed by the power of your presence. Move in ways that only you can. Work in places unseen. Answer prayers in ways unexpected. And when this day comes to an end, let me look back not with regret but with gratitude. Let me see the ways you have moved, the ways you have provided, the ways you have worked all things together for good. For you are faithful, O God. You are unchanging, unwavering, unfailing. You are my firm foundation, my steady refuge, my eternal hope. Dear Heavenly Father, you are my stronghold, my unwavering rock, the very breath that sustains my being. As this day unfolds before me, I come before you once more, my heart open, my spirit expectant, my soul deeply aware of your nearness. The dawn has given way to the fullness of daylight, and with it, the rhythm of life has begun its ceaseless motion. Yet in the midst of all this, I do not want to lose sight of you. I do not want to be swept away by distractions or burdened by responsibilities that attempt to overshadow the wonder of your presence. Let my heart remain still, even as the world moves around me. Let my spirit remain anchored, even when the demands of the day press in. Let me not forget, not even for a moment, that I walk in the presence of the Almighty, that I am never alone, that I am held in the embrace of the one who calls me beloved. O Lord, shape my perspective today. Let me see not through the lens of my own limitations, but through the vastness of your eternal wisdom. Let me not be quick to despair when challenges arise, but instead, let me fix my eyes on the one who is greater than every storm. When the weight of expectation feels heavy, remind me that I am not meant to carry it alone. You are my strength. You are my sustainer. You are the one who goes before me, making a way where there seems to be none. Father, I surrender every moment of this day into your hands. The conversations I will have, the people I will meet, the tasks I will complete, let all of it be an offering of worship unto you. Let my work be done with diligence, not for the approval of man, but as a reflection of my devotion to you. Let my interactions be filled with grace, with patience, with kindness that speaks of the love you have so freely poured out upon me. Lord, help me to be fully present. Too often, my mind races ahead, preoccupied with things yet to come, or lingers in the past, dwelling on what has already passed. But you are the God of the present moment. You meet me here, in the now. You reveal yourself not just in grand miracles but in the quiet, ordinary moments, the warmth of the sun on my face, the laughter of a child, the gentle whisper of the wind. Teach me to recognize these gifts, to cherish them, to see you in all things. O God, refine my heart. Let my motives be pure, my intentions be selfless, my desires be aligned with yours. Strip away anything that does not honor you, every trace of pride, every root of bitterness, every selfish ambition. Let my heart be a fertile ground where your truth takes deep root, where love flourishes, where humility reigns. Lord, make me a vessel of your love today. There are so many around me who are longing for hope, for kindness, for someone to see them, to acknowledge their worth. Let me not be so consumed with my own concerns that I overlook the needs of those you have placed in my path. Let my eyes be open, my hands be willing, my heart be ready to extend the same love and mercy that you have so abundantly given to me. Father, I know that today will not be without its challenges. There will be moments of frustration, of uncertainty, of unexpected obstacles that threaten to steal my peace. But in those moments, let me remember who I am in you. Let me not react out of fear, but respond with faith. Let me not be easily shaken, but stand firm in the confidence that you are sovereign over all things. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me to pause and breathe in the truth that you are near. When I feel inadequate, remind me that your grace is sufficient for me. When I feel weary, remind me that you are the source of my strength. When I feel lost, remind me that you are the one who directs my steps. O Lord, I do not want to simply go through the motions of this day. I do not want to merely exist, I want to live fully, intentionally, in alignment with the purpose you have placed upon my life. Let this day not be wasted, but let it be a day filled with meaning, with growth, with moments that bring glory to your name. And Father, in the quiet spaces of my heart, I lift up those who are struggling today. Those who are carrying burdens too heavy to bear alone. Those who are wrestling with doubt, with fear, with uncertainty about the future. Be their comfort, Lord. Be their refuge, their strength, their peace in the midst of the storm. For the lonely, be their closest companion. For the grieving, be their gentle healer. For the anxious, be their calming presence. For the weary, be their rest. O Lord, move in ways that only you can. Bring restoration where there has been loss. Bring reconciliation where there has been division. Bring clarity where there has been confusion. Let today be a day of breakthroughs, of answered prayers, of lives transformed by the power of your love. Father, I am humbled by the reality that you, the creator of the heavens and the earth, desire a relationship with me, that you call me by name, that you delight in my presence, that you hear even the smallest whispers of my heart. What a gift it is to be known by you, to be loved by you, to be held in the hands of the Almighty. So, Lord, let my life reflect that love. Let it be evident in the way I speak, in the way I listen, in the way I serve. Let it not be a love that is only spoken but one that is lived out in action, in truth, in the everyday choices I make. And as this day comes and goes, as the sun rises and sets, let me be ever aware that each moment is a gift. Each breath is a testament to your sustaining grace. Let me not take it for granted. Let me live with gratitude, with reverence, with an awareness that this life is not my own, but yours. For you are worthy, O God, worthy of every word of praise, every act of devotion, every moment of my life surrendered in worship. And so, as I step forward into this day, I do so with confidence, not in myself, but in you. I do so with joy, not because I know what lies ahead, but because I know the one who holds it all together. I will not be afraid. I will not be discouraged. I will not waver in my faith. For you are my God. You are my rock. You are my unshakable foundation. With each breath I take, I am reminded that I am here because of you. Every heartbeat is a gift. Every sunrise a reminder that your mercies are new. As I move deeper into this day, I refuse to let the world distract me from the truth that you are at the center of everything. You are the constant that never changes, the foundation upon which I stand, the steady hand that holds me together when everything else feels uncertain. O Lord, as I move through this day, let my soul remain tethered to you. Let my thoughts be filled with your wisdom, my words be drenched in grace, my actions be guided by your love. Let me not rush ahead in my own strength, nor lag behind in hesitation, but walk in step with the rhythm of your divine plan. I surrender the weight of my worries to you. Father, too often, I try to carry what is not mine to bear. I hold on to burdens that you have already offered to take from me. I cling to anxieties that you have commanded me to release. Forgive me for the times I have tried to handle things on my own, forgetting that you are my provider, my sustainer, my ever-present help. Teach me, O Lord, to trust you completely, not just with the easy things, not just in the moments when faith comes effortlessly, but in the hard places, in the waiting, in the unknown. Let my confidence not be in what I can control but in the certainty that you are in control. You see the end from the beginning. You hold time in your hands. Nothing is outside of your power. Father, shape my heart to reflect yours. Let my desires align with your will. My ambitions be purified by your wisdom. My dreams be surrendered to your greater purpose. If there is anything within me that does not honor you, remove it. If there is anything that keeps me from experiencing the fullness of life in you, take it away. Let me be a reflection of your love today. Lord, not a passive love, not a love of mere words, but an active love, a love that seeks out the hurting, a love that serves without expecting in return, a love that forgives even when it is undeserved. Let me love in a way that mirrors the way you have loved me, fully, sacrificially, unconditionally. Oh God, help me to be patient today. When things do not go as planned, when people frustrate me, when obstacles arise, let me not respond in anger or impatience but with a heart that reflects the peace you have placed within me. Let me not be quick to complain but quick to give thanks. Let me not be easily irritated but quick to extend grace. Let me be mindful of my words. Lord, let them bring healing, not harm, encouragement, not discouragement. Let my speech reflect wisdom and restraint. May I be slow to speak, slow to anger, and quick to listen. Let my words be used to build up, to restore, to uplift, and never to tear down. And Lord, help me to see people the way you see them, not as inconveniences, not as interruptions to my day, but as souls deeply loved by you. Let me recognize the divine opportunities in every interaction, the chance to be a source of encouragement, a voice of kindness, a vessel of your truth. Father, I ask that you guard my heart today. The world is loud, full of distractions, temptations, and lies that try to pull me away from you. Let me be vigilant in what I allow into my mind and my spirit. Let me not be easily swayed by fleeting emotions, but remain grounded in your truth. O Lord, I lift up to you those who are struggling today, those who are battling fear, those who are weighed down by grief, those who feel alone, those who are searching for purpose. Draw near to them, Lord. Let them feel the warmth of your presence, the strength of your love, the peace that surpasses understanding. For the brokenhearted, be their comfort. For the restless, be their calm. For the weary, be their strength. For the wandering, be their guide. Let today be a day of renewal, a day where joy is restored, where hope is rekindled, where faith is strengthened. Move in ways unseen, O God. Work in the hearts of those who need you. Let doors open that no man can shut. Let prayers be answered in ways that reveal your glory. And Father, as this day comes to a close, let me not look back with regret, but with gratitude. Let me see the ways you have carried me, the ways you have provided, the ways you have been present in both the expected and the unexpected. For you are faithful, O Lord, you are constant. You are unchanging. You are my refuge, my strength, my source of life itself. Father, you are the very breath within my lungs, the quiet whisper in the depths of my soul, the steady presence that never leaves me. As I continue to walk through this day, I refuse to be distracted by the worries that so easily entangle me. Instead, I set my gaze upon you, my refuge and my firm foundation. I do not want to move through this day absent-mindedly, consumed with the temporary, forgetting that every moment is a gift, every encounter is an opportunity, every breath is a testimony of your sustaining grace. O Lord, awaken my heart to the beauty of your presence. Let me not be so caught up in the details of my plans that I miss the subtle ways you are working. You are not just in the grand moments of breakthrough but in the quiet spaces. In the unseen, in the ordinary, you are in the silence between words, in the pauses between tasks, in the stillness that lingers before the next step is taken. Let me recognize you in the gentle kindness of a stranger, in the comforting rhythm of the day, in the warmth of the sun that you set in motion. Father, let me not take for granted the simple joys you have woven into my life, the laughter that fills a room, the strength in my limbs that allows me to move, the wisdom in my mind that allows me to reason. Every ability I have is a gift. Every relationship is a divine appointment. Every task set before me is an opportunity to glorify you. I do not want to squander the time you have given me. Nor do I want to live passively, waiting for the next season to arrive. Right here, right now, I surrender this day to you. Fully present, fully aware, fully committed to walking in step with you. Oh God, let my heart remain tender. The world has a way of hardening us, of making us cynical, guarded, and hesitant to extend grace. But you have called me to live differently. You have asked me to walk in humility, to love without condition, to forgive without hesitation. You have shown me what it means to be patient, to be kind, to be slow to anger. And yet, how quickly I forget, how often I let pride creep in, how often I allow frustration to shape my responses rather than the peace you have placed within me. I do not want to live that way. I do not want to allow circumstances to dictate my character. Transform me, Lord. Chisel away what is not of you. Soften the places that have become rigid. Renew the parts of me that have grown weary. Teach me, Father, to see the people around me with your eyes. It is so easy to see only what is on the surface, to make assumptions, to pass by without noticing, to withhold compassion because I do not fully understand another's struggle. But you see beyond the exterior. You know every battle that is fought in silence, every tear that is held back behind a forced smile, every longing that is too deep for words. Let me not be so self-absorbed that I fail to recognize the silent cries of those you have placed in my path. Let me listen more than I speak. Let me offer understanding rather than judgment. Let me extend a hand rather than turning away. Let my presence be a place where others feel safe, where they feel valued, where they sense the reflection of your love, not because of anything I have done, but because of the work you are doing within me. I cannot love others well in my own strength. I cannot pour out from an empty cup. I need you, Lord, to fill me daily, to refresh my spirit, to remind me again and again that I am not called to love with my own finite capacity, but with the boundless love that flows from you. O Lord, I do not want to be driven by emotions that shift like the wind. I do not want to be led by fleeting desires or temporary frustrations. I want to be firmly planted in truth. I want my mind to be renewed, my thoughts to be captive to obedience in you. Too often, I allow worry to take root where trust should be growing. Too often, I replay old wounds rather than releasing them to your healing hands. Too often, I dwell on uncertainties rather than standing in the assurance that you are already in tomorrow, making a way where I cannot yet see. Help me to break free from these patterns. Lord, help me to recognize when my thoughts are leading me into fear rather than faith, into despair rather than hope, into distraction rather than devotion. I know that the battle begins in the mind, that what I choose to dwell on will shape the way I move through this life. So let my mind be filled with things that are true, noble, and pure. Let my heart meditate on what is excellent and praiseworthy. Let my soul be anchored in the unshakable reality that you are for me, that you are with me, that you are always working for my good. Father, remind me that my worth is not found in my achievements. The world measures success by accomplishments, by titles, by the recognition of others. But you have never called me to strive for the approval of man. You have called me to faithfulness, to integrity, to a life that seeks after your heart above all else. If I accomplish great things but lose sight of you in the process, I have gained nothing. If I reach my highest goals but my soul is empty, what have I truly won? Let me not be deceived by the empty promises of success. Let me pursue that which has eternal value, that which will not fade away. And when I grow weary, when I feel like my efforts go unseen, when the fruit of my labor seems small, remind me that you are the one who sees, that you are the one who rewards, that nothing done in love is ever wasted. Even the smallest acts of kindness, even the moments that feel insignificant, are being woven into a greater story that I cannot yet fully comprehend. O Lord, I place my trust in you once again, not in the plans I have made, not in the security I have built, not in the fleeting comforts of this world. I trust in you, the one who holds all things together, the one who has never failed, the one whose love is deeper than the ocean and higher than the heavens. Let me walk forward with confidence today. Let me step into the unknown without fear. Let me move through every challenge with the assurance that you go before me, that you stand beside me, that you surround me on every side. No weapon formed against me will prosper. No trial will overtake me. No darkness will extinguish the light you have placed within me. For you, O Lord, are my refuge, my rock, my steady foundation. Father, as this day draws to a close, my heart remains steadfast in you. Every moment has been a reflection of your faithfulness. Every breath a reminder of your sustaining grace. Through the challenges and the joys, through the unexpected and the familiar, you have been with me, guiding, strengthening, upholding me with a love that never wavers. I thank you, Lord, for the lessons woven into this day, the reminders of your presence, the opportunities to grow, the moments where your hand was unmistakably at work. Even in the difficulties, I choose gratitude, knowing that nothing is wasted in your divine purpose. The trials refine me, the delays teach me patience, and the uncertainties invite me to trust you more deeply. Now, as I prepare to rest, I surrender all that remains unsettled into your hands. Every question, every concern, every unfinished task, I release them to you. Knowing that you are sovereign over all things, I refuse to carry into tomorrow the burdens that belong at your feet. Instead, I lay them down, resting in the assurance that you are working all things together for good. Let my sleep be peaceful, undisturbed by worry or fear. Let my mind be still, my spirit at ease, my body refreshed for the new mercies that await me with the rising sun. I entrust myself to you, Lord, for you neither slumber nor sleep. You are the watchman over my soul, the keeper of my life, the refuge where I am always safe. And when I wake, let my first thought be of you. Let my heart be ready to praise, my hands eager to serve, my spirit attuned to the whispers of your voice. Let me rise with renewed strength, walking boldly in the purpose you have set before me. For you are my God, yesterday, today, and forever. In you, I find my peace. In you, I place my trust. In you, I rest. Amen.